2018 webisode of Ask the Grizzly. Here with Alberto, who's one of my long-time students of, 9-10 years now?
9-10 years.
He's going to be helping me with this demonstration. So Matthew from New York City emailed in a question asking about what are some appropriate throws, judo-type throws for taller guys if you're going against a shorter, stocky person where it's harder to drop your hips in for like Goshiwaza, Koshiwaza type entries. So I wanted to show you a couple things where as a taller person at least in relation to the person that you're wrestling that you can do to successfully get a guy to the mat. So one of the things I want to show, a lot of times, like if I'm going in for maybe like a Seonagi type of entry, it's hard for me to drop my hips in, especially if he's blocking. So what I want to do is rather than just give up if I get here and like possibly get countered, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step through and I'm going to use the length of my leg as the fulcrum. The leg becomes the fulcrum as opposed to the hip. So what I did was instead of doing like a Seonagi, I did more of a Seiyo Itoshi or like a Tai Itoshi type throw. For like a hip type entry, okay, so I swim under. Normally the throw would be to come in with my hip and lift, okay? So in this case, because he's shorter and that's difficult for me, I can either do like an over the back Russian type grip, okay? Or I can still kind of grab roughly around the area of the lat to pull him onto my hip. But rather than trying to drop in with the hip, especially like if he's trying to base out a little bit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back step and I'm gonna throw this to the side, boom, to execute the sweeping hip throw like a Parayagoshi type technique. Finally, and this is one of my favorite moves, okay, he wants the duck under, so he's fishing the underhook. So rather than letting him have that underhook and getting all the way to my back, what I'm doing is I'm biting down with my shoulder. So now his weight's going this way. I want to feed the lapel to this hand for just the bite grip. What happens next kind of depends on him. It'd be nice if I could have this sleeve. Chances are he's going to whip that out. So even as he does that, I'm backstepping, kicking the leg like Uchimata, and transitioning to finish in the Bostic pin. So in each of these cases, I'm compensating for the fact that it takes more time for me to drop my hip in by using the length of my leg for reaps and sweeps. So as a recap, for example, for a Seonagi type throw, boom, he blocks. So rather than giving up, I'm going to skip in, step back, and do it more like a Seiyo Itoshi. In lieu of an Ogoshi, I'm going to pull him onto my hip. He starts to base out. He doesn't want to get thrown. So I'm going to step in and do a Parayagoshi, sweeping hip throw. And finally, he tries to underhook me. I immediately bite down, feed the lapel. Okay, he's basing out, doesn't want me to have that hand. Back step, Uchimata, into the Bostic pin. I'm Sensei Grizzly. This is Alberto. See you next month. Email in your questions.
One more throw.